Oh, 1 second. Okay. What just happened? There we go. Okay. We are live. Hello, everybody. Hi. Good evening. How are we all doing? Welcome back to Minecraft Monday. Sorry we're starting late today. I was intending to do a 4 till 7 stream today. Unfortunately, I've been a little bit busy. We still have to finish at 7 though, so it's going to be just 2 hours today, I'm afraid. Yeah, it's been a bit of a hectic day. That's also why I haven't really had time to get made up. So sorry about that. But we're back. We're back for Minecraft Monday. We are going to be diving into Create at Astra again, and I'm very excited because we're going to be doing some more work on the Space Center today. Before I begin, I do just want to quickly remind everybody that this is probably going to be the last Minecraft stream on this account. Because starting from next week, I'm going to be on my new TikTok account. So if you're watching on TikTok right now, you can see above my head there, my new account is called Ashendak. Please go and follow that, because as of next week, there will be no more videos or live streams on this account. So if you want to keep up with me after that, go follow the new account. With that being said, let's begin. So here we are, we're way above the factory. You know the drill by now, we always start off up here so that we can have a look down at the factory and see how it's coming together. And it's doing quite well. We didn't really build anything around the factory itself last time. We built we did some work on the Space Center, which is what we're going to continue doing today. So let's head back down to the base. Why are you swapping accounts, says Balaclava Man? Because I've been shadow banned, Balaclava Man, unfortunately. It's been almost 2 months that I've been shadow banned on this account. Hardly any views, hardly any new followers. So I started a new account last week. We got 400 followers on the new account already, which is incredible. Thank you everyone who's already followed it. But yeah, I'm going to be moving over to that new account. As of, like, next week. Basically, as soon as I'm eligible to start streaming on the new account, I will be. Okay, I didn't sort out my backpack either, did I? Nope. I didn't think I had. I haven't had a chance to play on this since the last stream, by the way. Normally I come on here, like, off-camera just to sort my inventory and stuff like that. Just, you know, all those little bits and pieces that aren't really entertaining to watch, but I didn't have a chance to do that this week, so our backpack is full of crap. But that's not important. Let's focus on what we're actually doing today. So we're going to go up to the Space Center, and you may recall in the last stream we finally started building the Space Center. This is what we've built so far. It's a whole lot of nothing, to be honest. It's a very nice looking corridor, but that's all it is. We haven't built any of the rooms or anything like that yet. But this is eventually going to be our base of operations for our space flight business. You know, we're going to be building our rockets here, all of the oxygen generation equipment and gravity distributors and all that kind of stuff. Basically, all of our research in the Ad Astra mod is going to be done in this building here. And we're going to be building some more of it today. Now, we actually need to go through to the other side. You can see there. The launch pad, where we're going to actually eventually launch the rockets from, is going to be in the crater to the north of here. So we are going to need to tunnel through, first of all, and see exactly where this comes out. Because I didn't really pay too much attention to where we were building the corridor here. I did want it to line up with where the launch area is going to be, but I don't know if it will. We're going to have to dig through to find out. How's everyone doing anyway? How's everyone's weekend been? How far is this? Okay, this might actually not come out into the crater at all. We might be too deep, which is not necessarily a problem. We can always add in a little... Oh, actually, hang on. I was going to say we could add in a staircase or something like that, but... Here we go. Right. As I expected... Let me just sleep, because it's... Oh, what have I done? Let me just sleep, because it's dark. I should also point out... I've recently been playing Hytale, which finally came out in early access. To be quite honest, I was never really that bothered about it. Like, it's a game that's been in development for a very long time now, and I never really had any interest in playing it because to me it just looked like a Minecraft clone. But you know, curiosity got the better of me. It released in early access last week, so I bought it and tried it for a bit, and it's really good. It's such a fun game. Obviously, it has a lot of similarities to Minecraft, but it also does its own thing, you know, and I'm looking forward to seeing what becomes of it. It also has a completely different control scheme to Minecraft, so I'm gonna be pressing the wrong buttons a lot today. Okay, where did we just come out? I've lost where we came out already. Just having dinner, nice one, Charlie. What are you having? Ill in bed all weekend. Oh dear, Jess. I'm sorry to hear that. Hope you're all right now. Where? I actually don't know where we came out. There was sand. Where? I'm lost. I'm actually lost. Okay, there's a tunnel here. This is a different tunnel, but this goes back to... Oh, here. Ah, okay, that's not bad, actually. So this is the original tunnel that I dug before we started building the base. This tunnel here lines up with the corridor that we've built. So... It is a bit too low. It is a bit too low. I do want to flatten this area to build a launch pad, but I think the best way to flatten it is to raise it. So realistically, we want ground level to be about 106, 105. In fact, what level is the first tunnel at? The first tunnel's at 105. This tunnel's at 100. So somehow the corridor needs to be raised by 5 blocks. Whether that's through a ramp or stairs or maybe even a lift, I'm not sure yet. I mean, it doesn't necessarily even have to be a straight corridor all the way through, does it? I'll tell you what, let's see if we can figure out where the launch pad's going to be. Like, the actual physical launch pad that we're going to put the rockets on to launch them. It needs to be somewhere in the middle of this crater. And I think the midpoint is around about here, if we clear these trees. What PC specs do you have, says John? I have an Intel i5 12400F CPU, RTX 2070 8GB GPU, and 32 gigs of RAM. Why is this not decaying? There we go. Okay. Yeah, like I say, I think this could be... This seems about right to me. Maybe we'll make the actual launch pad level 108, which is going to make the difference even bigger. But I tell you what, if I'm going to go back to base, I'm going to grab some light grey concrete, because I think if we build a little concrete pad here, it'll give us some idea of what we're working with, right? Are you building a rocket? We will be eventually, Sean. Yes, we've got the Ad Astra mod, so we're going to be going to space at some point. We haven't been so far, but we have plenty of places. We got plenty of different planets to visit once we got the equipment. Have you seen Cape Horn on Netflix? I haven't, John, no. I need to make these doors automatic as well. Okay, that's funny, apparently. You would love Cape Horn? What's it about? Do you not like Cape Horn? Is the joke that it sounds like gay porn? Because it doesn't at all. Those are like two completely different sounding phrases, John. Is that what are you trying to bait me into saying the words gay porn? You don't need to bait me. Just ask me and I'll say it. Gay porn, gay porn, gay porn. There you go. You happy now? Concrete. Grey concrete. That's what we needed. Concrete. We've only got white concrete. We do have striated concrete, which actually isn't a bad texture. It's a little bit too close to stone for my liking. But I think it's not a bad texture for, like, concrete. You know, like, it has a bit more texture than actual Minecraft concrete. So we could use this to build a concrete pad. Let's try it. Are we going to space today? Not today, Sean. It's going to be a while yet before we go to space. We haven't even started building most of the stuff that we're going to need. Rockets, oxygen equipment, you know, base building materials. It's going to be a while. Okay, 64 striated concrete. What actually is the difference in the texture, by the way? You know what? It is literally almost identical to just regular stone. We could just use regular stone. We have a Silk Touch pickaxe. We could just get some regular old stone. Let's use the striated concrete for now, just to give us an idea. And the center line is here. So the center of the launch pad is also going to have to be here. Okay, how's that? Again, the problem is I didn't line up the corridor with this clearing here, so it's not quite going to be in the center of the crater. Although that does look fairly central. Not there. Oh. Yeah, I think this could work. We'll make it circular. As circular as you can in Minecraft. We'll probably get rid of this tree as well. I want to climb on top of it first, though. Let's see. I think we can work with that. What are we building? We're just trying to measure some stuff out at the minute, Ewan. This is eventually going to be where we build our rocket launch pads. Game looks really old. Do you need to update? Oh, actually, do I have my shaders on? Oh, I do. Yeah. So no, the game doesn't look really old. For a second, I thought my shaders had turned themselves off, but no, they're working all right. I think it's just because it's raining. It looks a little bit dreary. Oh, in here you can see the difference. Wow, much, much better. Just a little lag, that's all. I'm getting 60 frames per second, so it's smooth, more than smooth enough for me. Okay, can we get some pressure plates up there to make those doors automatic? Do we have any copycat pressure plates? Because if we do, we can make them blend in. We don't, but we can make some. We've got zinc. Okay, pressure plate. 4 of those. We'll need 8 though, won't we? And what's the floor made of up there? Stone, deep slate tiles, deep slate tiles. Do we have deep slate tiles? Maybe in storage. There we go. And stone. Okay, sleep. How are all of our packages working, by the way? We haven't really checked on these for a while. Are these coming from up the hill, or are they coming from here? Because I think we did turn the tree farm back on, right? Yeah, the tree farm's working. Which will also mean that we're going to have a really massive backlog of birch over here. Yep. We could probably replace this with... what's something that's got a smaller inventory than a barrel? A hopper. If we replaced it with a hopper, then it could only hold 5 stacks. And then once this is full, it'll stop bringing packages over here. But we'll let it do its thing for now. I mean, it seems to be working fine. Although it has no... for some reason it's not animating the cogwheel turning on the gantry, which it normally does. I mean, the machine's working. It's just that cogwheel there normally spins around. Oh well. Hi Daniel, how are you doing? So we should be doing alright for pretty much everything at the minute. Let's check the andesite situation. 325 andesite, 92 birch logs, but remember a lot of it has gone up there. And how are the trains doing as well? I need to check this stuff because it's been a fortnight since we last played. Hi Fred, how are you doing? Hope you're keeping well. I am very good, thank you very much. Let's see. 1,000 iron, good. 200 copper, it's okay for now. 56 gold. We haven't automated gold yet, remember. This is the zinc one. We have no zinc, apart from what I've got in my backpack, which is 57 pieces. So, we need to sort out the zinc situation. 73 brass, that's not bad. 188 steel. So we've already got 3 stacks of steel. Brilliant. Steel is what we really need to start building spaceships and all the other cool Ad Astra stuff. So as long as we're not running low on steel, I'm happy. But we are running low on zinc. So let's go to the zinc mine and refill it. There we go. Remember, the zinc mine isn't fully automated yet. We do have to come and refill it. It doesn't, you know, we haven't built a train line over here yet to refill it with biodiesel. So we do still have to keep coming through here every now and then to make sure that it's still running. But there's a bit of zinc here that we can put in the smelter. Oh, actually, we want to be on the second floor, don't we? There isn't actually anywhere on the top floor for us to load stuff into the whatever you call it, the processor. You have to load them in on the middle floor, because that's where they'll be getting unloaded off the train. There it goes. Oop, I've fallen down. I want to see what's happening. I just like watching this machine in action. I'm very, very proud of this. There it goes. There's the next lot. There goes the zinc, and we should get a couple of lead ingots as well. There we go, a little bit there. How much lead do we have, actually? I have no idea. Oh my god, all that redstone. This is from the iron, isn't it? We need to do something with this redstone, because this chest is going to fill up very soon. I suppose for now we could just make it into... Wrong button. We could just make it into blocks. And then it takes up a bit less inventory space. There we go. That'll do. That's still making zinc. And what about lead? What's the lead situation looking like? 17, not bad. You've got to bear in mind, we only get lead in very small amounts as a byproduct of zinc. I don't even know what lead's useful for, to be honest. Lead block, okay. It's from Create Nuclear, so when we eventually get into nuclear reactors, it'll have its uses then. I'm not planning on building a nuclear reactor for a long time yet. I think it's still too early days for that. We're still on biodiesel, you know. We're still on plant fuel. But we will do nuclear power eventually. Right. What was I actually doing? Oh, I was going to put some pressure plates down. Can you tell that I haven't really got a plan for today? I'm just kind of winging it. Normally with these streams I have some idea of what I'm going to be doing. sometimes I don't have time to really prepare anything, so I'm just kind of making it up as I go along. And that's fine. Today's one of those days. Okay, we got automatic doors to get into the base. That's good. This one still isn't. But we'll leave that one for now. Now, next thing. Should we... I'm thinking, what's the best way to go about this? Until 7 tonight? Yes, Charlie, we're going to be finishing at 7 tonight. Sorry, it's only going to be a 2-hour stream. I was planning on starting at 4, but ended up being a bit busy. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. I want to sell you the vision, because I think it's been a while since I talked about what my plans are for this. But picture this, right? So here, right in front of me, you've got a big launch pad. This is where the rockets are actually going to get launched into space, right? Over there, you can see the hill there is a little bit flatter. Just there's sort of like this little front portion here that's a little bit flatter. What we're going to be doing is I want to build a huge set of blast doors into the side of the mountain, and they're going to slowly slide open. And then the rocket is going to roll out to the launch pad. Just like in real life, you know, they put the rockets on those huge crawlers. That's what I'm going to do. We're going to have a huge base inside the mountain. The doors are going to slide open. The rocket's going to come rolling out to the launch pad and then get launched into space. That's the grand plan. Now, it's going to take a while to realize that. Don't get me wrong. But that's how it's going to eventually look. What we need to work out, though, is what level the rocket's going to launch from. At the minute, we're at Y108. But I think we need to be a bit lower. Not too low. The tunnel is currently at 100, which is too low. I'm thinking 105, maybe. But that does mean we're going to have to excavate a little bit over on this end. I'm going to have to sleep again as well. The day-night cycle is shorter than I remember. Again, I've been playing Hytale recently. And I'm going to be doing my best not to be constantly comparing the two games, because they have, you know, Hytale does have a lot that makes it unique, but, you know, I can't help but notice similarities. It is a Minecraft-inspired game, ultimately. But yeah, Hytale has a longer day-night cycle. Much longer. There we go. Right. Let's say that we're building at level 105. That's here. That means we're going to have to dig down 2 blocks. I mean, we are already in a crater. Maybe we could build it more like a rocket silo kind of thing. But this is the level that we want to be at. All these fancy mods, you not got anything to clear that a little quicker? We do, actually. We could use the building gadget. But I don't want to dig out too much right now, because I'm still not 100% sure how I want this to go. I'm still trying to figure it out, you know, I'm still trying to gauge... I'm trying to get a feel for it. This seems good. This seems reasonable. How wide are broad gauge train tracks? I think that's what we really need to know. Because I am going to be using wide gauge train tracks for this. Tireless train tracks, glass, zinc nuggets, and more zinc nuggets. Let's go and make some of those. Because we are going to be... Again, the rocket's going to be going to the launch pad on a crawler. A rail-based crawler. Oh shit, we've gone through the wrong tunnel, haven't we? There we go. Got an ocean biome nearby you can build a rocket silo in? We do have a huge ocean right next to us, actually. But I've already got a vision in my mind of exactly how I want it to look. Glass. We can't type L. Glass. We don't have any glass. Let's make some. We've got some sand. Yeah, that'll do. I mean, in terms of realism, NASA and SpaceX build on or near large water bodies. Yeah, don't worry. Like I say, we've got that. We've got a huge ocean over here, so it's realistic in that regard. And look at... Right. Ocean monuments. I'm not being funny, but ocean monuments need to be less common. What do you mean there's 3 of them here? Look at this. It's ridiculous. There's no need. There's no need for it. I bet we can find another one. There's another one. And another one. And maybe even another one. They're way too common. Look at how close these two are. That's ridiculous. And another. That's 8. Is anyone keeping count? I think that's 8 that we just counted. Oh my god, we had glass panes we had loads of glass panes all along. Right. Okay. So I'm going to make some tireless train track. And then we're going to make it into wide gauge train track. Oh, we're making train track right now, are we? I didn't realise. Right, do you want to make some tireless train track for me? You can't, because you've literally just ran out of zinc. The exact moment that I come along, suddenly you've not got any zinc left. There we go. Oh, there we go. Tireless train track. I think you can mess with spawn rates in the config files /settings. You can, yes. There is. It is possible to adjust stuff like that. But it's easier said than done. Okay, 7. Then how do we make it wide? We cut it and deploy glass. Why? Okay, if you say so. If you say so. Can I have my glass back? Thank you. Not. Hold on, hold on. Go away. Don't want you. Are you going to release the world file as a downloadable when you're done? Maybe, maybe. Right, pop all those on there. And then, what was it? Deploy glass panes. And then press these. Oh shit, I forgot about that. These don't stack. That's the only thing about incomplete stuff in Create. It never stacks. Like, if you got an incomplete mechanism or incomplete train track, they don't stack. So you have to be careful with them. But we got some wide, tireless train track here. So if we just lay this down to show you what it looks like. It's just train track with no sleepers, and it's also broad gauge. So there's a huge, almost... Wait. There's a 3-meter gap. It's got a gauge of 3 meters, which I think the standard gauge track is like 2 meters on this. Let's have a look. Let's line it up next to some standard gauge track here. Oh, it's not that much wider, actually. It looked wider out there on its own, but when you compare it, it's not too much wider. Obviously, trains can't run between the two. Our standard gauge trains won't be able to run on the broad gauge track, but they won't need to. It's getting dark again already. I swear. I forgot how short the day-night cycle was in Minecraft. Half a block each side, so it's 1 block wider. Very true, Silly Maxer. Good point. So I guess it's wider than it looks, honestly. Because again, you look at it and it looks like, well, it's only that much wider, but you've got to remember that it's on both sides, like you say. And for the vehicle that we're going to be building, for the crawler that's going to be bringing the rockets to the launch pad, we're going to need a pretty beefy. You know, we're gonna need broad gauge track. When do you usually play Farming Sim? On Fridays, X. There won't be any Farming Sim this week. I do need to point that out. But the next 3 weeks in a row after that, there will be. I play it 3 times a month, so there's always going to be 1 week that I don't play it in each month, if that makes sense. Okay, so here's our broad gauge track, and it actually fills this little area that we've dug out almost completely. So we're definitely going to need to go a bit bigger. Realistically, the launch pad itself is only 3x3. If we look at the actual Ad Astra launch pads, if you've ever played the original Galacticraft mod, you'll have seen this before. It's a 3x3 launch pad. And the rockets themselves are actually quite narrow as well. So I would say, if we make this 1 block wider on each side, we make it 7 by 7, or 7 blocks wide, rather. That might just cut it. Or maybe 9, actually. Oh, I just don't know. I just don't know. See, the problem is I can dig this out quickly enough, but if it doesn't look right and we have to put stuff back, that's when it becomes time-consuming, you know? I think we could work with this. I think we could. Hi, Saul. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're well. How are you doing, Unmarked Veil? I'm very good, thank you. Okay, here's an idea. Picture this. I'm getting even crazier now with the create stuff. Remember, we are using the create mod. We can basically build anything. We can, you know, we can build all kinds of contraptions that move in really weird ways. What if, supposing that we built a launch pad... Right, okay, picture this, picture this. The launch pad is above the train track here, but it's not always there. It retracts, okay? Picture this, picture this. The rocket comes out on the train, it slowly trundles its way along to here, and then from either side of the hill, the launch pad assembles itself above where the rocket is. You see what I mean? Like, sort of there, the launch pad comes out of that wall and, like, slides over the top of where the rocket is. And then the rocket gets raised up to where the launch pad is, ready to be launched. You see what I'm thinking? It's going to be very Thunderbirds. If you've ever seen Thunderbirds, let's do that. Let's just build that. Let's build Tracy Island. Let's build one-to-one Tracy Island in Minecraft using the create mod. That's what I'm envisioning. And I might be being a bit too ambitious. I might be biting off more than I can chew. But I don't care. That's what I want to do. That's how I want it to look. So this is fine. This is absolutely fine. I might even dig it lower. You know what? Fuck it. Let's dig it lower, right? No, we won't. Scratch that last remark. We'll keep it at this level. Here's where there's going to be the big sliding doors. The rocket's going to come out. The rocket's going to go down to the launch pad. The launch pad is going to assemble itself above the rocket. The rocket's going to get pushed up to the launch pad, and then the rocket's going to launch into space. And it's going to look really cool and amazing, and totally be achievable. Minecraft's built to use your imagination. You want to build it, do it. Exactly, Fred, exactly. The sky's the limit, really, you know? If I can imagine it, I can build it. I think it might be a good idea if we decided at this point what we want the floor here to be made out of, because we're going to need to build it. I think stone looks quite good, actually. I think we could do it with stone. What if... I want to use these marked iron pillars. These look really good. Hold on. I'm thinking again. I'm also thinking I should put a waystone here so we can just teleport back to base instead of having to walk all the way to the front of the building. So I'll do that whilst we're at it. stone with a marked iron pillar as blast control, as the rocket will launch above. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Sorry, I've not been in the lives for a while. No worries, Mr. Quacks. How you doing? Let me just grab a waystone, and let's try, after we've dumped all the shit that we don't need. We don't need the lab rat panels right now. We'll come back for those later. We've got some iron plating. Black dye and yellow dye. We don't have either of those. Do we have ink sacs? No. Do we have dandelions? Also, no. Okay. We don't have even the most basic of ingredients right now. But it's okay, we can get them. I haven't seen any trains in a while. Hope they're not... hope there's not been any issues with them. Squids. Squiddies. Are you out there? Where are they all? Why are you not playing Farming Sim? It's not Friday. It's not Friday, Jack. They don't spawn in oceans, they're in rivers. Well, there's some here. They've always spawned in oceans as far as I can remember. Oh, a whale. Oh, the whales kill squids, I remember now. Yeah, that's probably why we're not seeing any. Because the whales kill them. Any more about, or have you killed them all? Oh, there's some more there. You know what, actually? I'll just let you take care of them, and then I'll go and pick up whatever they drop. I mean, it saves me a job. Are you in Java? Yes, Mr. Quacks. Oh, can you not get that one? Oh, never mind, he got him. Oh, there's a bit there as well. Lovely. 7 squid. It's different on bedrock. Yeah, it probably is. It usually is. One drawback of the railway line is it's quite difficult to cross from that side. We should build a proper crossing, or a tunnel under a little subway. Okay, that's 11 ink sacs. Do we get ink? Do we get ink sacs from calamari? We can't cook calamari, so no. But we got 11. Let's get some dandelions as well. Not from right here. I like these dandelions. I don't want to pick the dandelions too close to the base. Let's go and pick some over here. If there are any. Why are there no... There we go. They spawn in rivers and oceans on bedrock to anything between Y50 and Y minus 63. Oh, Y50 and Y63. Ah. Any more for any more? Oh no, these are eggplant. I don't want eggplant. Or aubergine if you prefer. Which I do. What? Ah, there we go. Oh, that's more like it. Look at these. That's better. 10. Can we get one more? And then we've got 11 ink sacs and 11 dandelions. Oh, there's one there. Do any of you mods add another black dye or yellow dye source? I think some do, Fred. Yeah, I'm not quite sure which, because we haven't really looked into it. But if we do need a larger quantity, which we might do if we're going to make more of this wrapped material, then we could look into automating those. I like the Lego collection you have. Thank you, Mr. Quacks. I've actually got a new set right here. Hold on. I've got a little snow plow, which I'll show you properly later when we got the big camera up. But this is one of my newest sets that I bought just a couple of weeks ago. Really cool. I only built it yesterday. And I also got a camper van, but I've not built that yet. Okay. Yellow dye. Black dye. Iron pillars. There's our marked iron pillars. Perfect. Then I think we'll get some regular stone, which we can get with our Silk Touch pickaxe. Obviously, we don't want to disturb any of the natural cave entrance here, but this needs digging out anyway, so we might as well use this as an opportunity to get some regular stone. Have you not got the recipe guide so you can click something and it tells you all the ways to make it? Yes, we do have just enough items, Fred. And just so that we know for future reference, we can use bismuth to make yellow dye. Interesting. We could use crushing wheels to automate it, perhaps. A centrifuge. That's interesting. We can use a centrifuge to separate orange dye. If we got the botany pots mod, we don't have that, but if we got botany pots, then we could automate the growth of the different flowers and then feed them into a create machine to process them into dye. But for now, we don't really need them in huge quantities, so if and when we do, we'll look into that. I really want the roses. Which roses, Mr. Quacks? Do you mean the bouquet of roses? Because I don't have that one, but it's pretty cool. I've got the daffodils, chrysanthemum, bamboo, and the orchid. Those are the only plants that I've got at the minute, but there are so many good sets in the botanicals range that I would love to have. Hey, how are you doing today, STFC? I'm very good, thank you very much. How are you? The Lego Botanicals one, yeah. Yeah, Lego Botanicals, just what a great range. There's so many great builds in that range. Also the Japanese tree. Oh, the bonsai tree. That does look really cool. A friend of mine got that last year. All the leaves are made out of little pink frogs, which is really cool. Okay. Here's what I'm thinking. Actually, let me take this one back. So the train track obviously will be over the center, like so. Now, the caution wrapped, or the marked iron pillars. I'm wondering how they'd look laid along the edge of the rail. I think that could work. And obviously, once we've made some more, the same on the other side. That's not bad. That's not bad. Down the middle of the rail? Maybe down the middle. That could work, yeah. I feel like down the edge makes more sense, because it's kind of telling people not to get too close to the track, you know what I mean? Maybe we could put some lights underneath the middle. Like every few blocks we'll put like a redstone lamp or something like that. So it's kind of like light in the runway. And I'm thinking as well, I might do slopes at the sides. It will cost us a lot of zinc, but I think that could look really cool. Oh, hang on. Maybe. Maybe. I'm not quite sure about that. I think... Actually, no. This is good, because if you imagine how big the train's going to be that's going to be rolling along this, if you were walking along the side of the track here, the train would actually be like... It'd skim over the top of you. So this would actually be safer to like have the footpath at a lower level next to the track. You know what I mean? So I think this works. I think this. What about gravel on the copycat block? Have we got gravel? Let me just get a little bit of gravel and take a look, see how that looks. I think stone works better because it's like a rocket launch. Like you gotta think how heavy a rocket is. Like you wouldn't be able to carry that on track that's got like just regular gravel ballast under it. It'd like push all the ballast out and just absolutely demolish the track. I think we'll keep it as a stone base. Placing blocks in the wrong place there. We do need a material for the walkways though, because I don't think it looks very good having the walkways be the same material. What have we got? Oh, actually, we got stone blocks. We got a few of those. Those could look good here. Yeah, I think that works. So we need to make some more of this, some more of these marked iron pillars to go along this side. We'll put a pathway on the other side as well. There we go. I like how that's looking so far. I like how that's coming together. I'm not sure what we're going to do about the sides here, though, because obviously it'd make sense for there to be a proper solid wall here rather than just dirt on each side. But we'll leave that for now. We'll focus on extending this first. And it's going to continue on in this direction. Obviously, the big doors here is where it's going to head into the mountain, and somewhere around where I'm standing now is where the rocket hangar's going to be. So this is where the rocket's actually going to be built and put onto the train, and then it's going to be rolled out to the platform there. What's this train for, says STFC? This is for our rocket launch site, STFC. Oh, and before I forget, I was going to put a waystone here so we can teleport here. There we go, now we can teleport back to base. Okay, just checking we didn't already have any of those marked pillars. We do have some caution wrap, but that doesn't look as good. I'm sure we've made marked pillars before, though. I can't remember where we used them, but I'm sure we have. Also, where are the trains? Why have I not seen a train for this entire stream? I'm a little bit concerned. I'm just going to go and quickly check on the mining drills. Okay, this one's still here. How much left? 4,484. Okay, well that's less than ideal, isn't it? That's going to take a while yet to empty out then. Ow. And iron mine. Ooh, lag spike. 169 raw iron. How much fuel? 472. Okay, so this one is actually going to be going back to base soon. Should we stick around, or... No, it's going to take a while yet. We'll head back, but we should expect to see that train heading back to base in another 10 minutes or so. You know what? I'm going to go to the zinc mine because there's loads of dandelions around here. And we need more dandelions. Another lag spike again. That's because I'm using chunk loaders, so there's quite a few chunks loaded right now. All of my mining drills have got a chunk loader attached to them. Which I think is probably going to cause problems when we go to space, because then we're going to be loading chunks in different dimensions at the same time. Might be a good idea to turn off the mining drills temporarily when we go to space. Oh, lemons. Wild corn. Lovely. What are you doing for dinner today? I don't know yet, Charlie. I haven't decided yet. How many is that? 15. The problem is you only get 1 block of caution wrap per dandelion. So we're going to need stacks of these. Definitely something we should consider automating in future if we're going to be using them as much as I think we probably will. Oh, thorium. Oh, let's have a bit of that. Why not? You never know when we're going to decide to build a nuclear reactor. In fact, we should do that. Should we do that before we go to space? Or should we make space our priority? I think space should be the priority for now. But I do want to build a nuclear reactor at some point. I had boiled chicken. Nice. Okay, 51. Let's see if we can make it a full stack. Mind you, there are squid down there, and we need some of those as well. Where else can we get ink? Black dye, sorry. Black dye. Creosote. We're a long way off creosote. Asphalt, pitch, and coke. We can't. No, coke's too expensive. Actually, no. Wait, we've got coke. We have some. Because we accidentally smelted some. We accidentally smelted some coal into coke in the last stream, right? Okay, tar. So bitumen, which we also know how to make. Bitumen plus coke equals tar, and tar makes black dye. So we can make black dye without ink sacks. Perfect. The only thing we need to worry about then is the dandelions, so let's pick some more. Don't forget we've also automated coal, so we've got an infinite supply of coal, which means an infinite supply of coke, which means an infinite supply of black dye. But as yet, a finite supply of dandelions. Morning. Ow. Oh, there's loads of squid here, though. I just want to get a full stack. We're very close to getting a full stack. 4 more. There's none. Absolutely none over here. Thanks for following Janelle R. Thank you very much. There's no dandelions over here. Aha! There's one. There's a single dandelion. Oh, another one there. Right, come on, let's make it an even stack. You can give me 2 more, surely. Thanks for following LDS Defender. Yeah, there's another. One more. Somewhere out there, there's a dandelion with my name on it. Oh, there's a floating elephant. I see you. Yeah, don't keep disappearing. I know you're there. Okay, he's actually gone. Oh. Suspicious. I'm suspicious of that elephant. Saul, I've been trying to find your streams again for ages. Good to see you. Good to see you, LDS Defender. The reason you haven't been seeing my streams is because I have actually been shadow banned on this account. I've started a new account, which is called Ashendak, and next month I'm going to be streaming from that account instead. So please go and follow that one as well if you want to keep up to date in future. But yeah, I've been shadow banned on this account, so TikTok just isn't recommending my streams to people anymore. Which has cost me a lot of views, as you can imagine. Okay, back to base. We got 68 dandelions. Very good. Let me just dump some of this crap, as usual. Hello, the man, the myth, legend. How you doing? Long time no see. Again, same reason. Shadow banned. What are you gonna do about it? Hey, it is what it is. But like I said, follow my new account because I'm gonna start streaming from there in future. For what reason? Seems rather odd. You put in so much effort and work. I think it's because of cross-platform promotion. From what I gather from like looking around from other people who are in a similar situation, apparently TikTok doesn't like it if you promote other platforms, especially Twitch. TikTok really doesn't like you promoting your Twitch account, which I do quite a lot. So I guess in future I'm just going to have to not say the word Twitch. You can see the icon up there, so you know that I'm streaming there right now, but I'm not allowed to say that I am, apparently. The TikTok gets very upset if I divert traffic away from them. Okay, we got 75 coke. How do we make tar? We mix that with bitumen. Do we have bitumen? We don't. We got obituaries. These are from every single time we die, we get an obituary because we've been using the gravestone mod. Do we have bitumen in my backpack? We got a little bit. It's because you say Twitch instead of the purple app. Exactly, Fred returns. It pisses me off so much. It really annoys me that I have to say purple app, because just saying the word Twitch causes TikTok to lose their minds. It's so stupid, but in future, it looks like I'm just going to have no choice. I'm going to avoid directly mentioning Twitch in future, just on the off chance that they decide to restrict my account again because of it. Okay, coal chunks and soot ash. That's the other thing that we need, soot ash. But yeah, just to reiterate, I'm going to keep mentioning it just so that people are aware. Please do go follow my new account. Starting next month, I'm going to be streaming only from that account, so there'll be no more videos or live streams here, starting from like next week. So make sure you go and follow the new account now, before this account gets closed down and you're left wondering, where did Saul go? That's where I'm going. Black dye! Oh, wow, loads of it as well. So making black dye with coal coke is definitely a lot more efficient than making it with ink sacs. So we'll do that in future. Thank you very much, Charlie. Charlie has pinned the name of my new account. So if you want to go and follow that account, please do. I forgot to ask, did you get another spider? I do have a spider LDS Defender called Amber, my current spider. He's doing well. He molted about a month ago, about a week ago, sorry. But he has been off his food for about a month, so it's a little bit worrying. But he's not doing too badly. Like he seems happy enough, you know. Excuse me. He seems happy enough, he just won't eat. What's the... Marked pillar, that's it. I keep forgetting what these are called. Okay, iron... sheets... We're going to have to press some iron sheets, aren't we? Right, this is going to take a few minutes. That's something else we need to do. We need to hook this up. The reason that these machines are so slow is because all of this is currently being powered by one tiny little steam engine out the back here. And it's really struggling. Now, the main factory building has got a huge diesel generator in it. And we should be using the diesel generator in here to power the rest of the base, but I just haven't hooked it up yet. So this building here has got this enormous diesel generator downstairs, and the rest of the base is being powered by that tiny little steam engine. There we go. This is more like it. This is the machine. This is the engine that's powering the machinery in here. It's currently producing 24,000 units. Wait, hang on. It's producing 42... No. It's producing 73,000 units, and currently 42,000 of those are free. So it's only a third of the power this is making is actually being used right now. So we could quite easily just connect this up to the rest of the base, instead of having to rely on the shitty steam engine that's currently powering it. But it's one of those things that I just keep forgetting to do. But, I mean, just look at it, though. Just look at it. It's really struggling. Poor thing. It's doing its best. It's clinging on for dear life. Do we have a stressometer here, actually? There's 128 units available. It's working almost flat out. Don't worry, we're gonna retire you soon. You can have a rest once I remember to connect the rest of this base up to the diesel generator. Can I get in? Thank you. It must be a pain having to re-upload everything onto the new account. It is, Draydog. Very time-consuming. I'm hoping to have it all done by Friday. So, you know, by the end of the month... Sorry. By the end of the month, everything should be uploaded. And then, obviously, in February, we can just carry on the new account and just move on, you know. Honestly, the quicker I can put this behind me, the better. You know, just want to put it behind me, forget about it, and we never have to talk about the fact that it's my second account ever again. You know what I mean? Just get it out of the way, get all the videos posted over to there, start streaming over there, and just move on. I can tell you it's been getting you down. Yeah, honestly, Jess, it's so frustrating, because I mean, I have worked really hard to build this account to where it is today, you know? I put so much time and effort into my videos and my live streams just to see them be absolutely... well, to just be completely ignored because the algorithm refuses to push them to people, you know what I mean? It is very disheartening. So yeah, the sooner I get onto this new account and just move on from all of this, the better. Melody says, I thought you quit streaming, haven't seen you since the summer, how you been? I've been very good, Melody. I've actually been streaming this whole time. Thank you for proving my point once again. I almost every day I keep getting people joining my streams and being like, "Wow, I haven't seen your live streams for like 5 months," and that's so frustrating to me because I have been streaming this whole time. I've been streaming 3 times a week for like the last 6 months, and nobody's been seeing my live streams at all. It's just, it really, really gets to me, you know. And I'm not blaming any of the viewers, obviously. It's not your fault. It's TikTok's fault for not pushing my live streams. You know, it's TikTok's fault for not putting my streams on the For You page or whatever. But honestly, just seeing people joining my stream and being like, wow, I haven't seen you for ages. And I'm like, yeah, there's a reason for that. And it's not because I haven't been streaming. Oh shit, I put my fucking stone blocks back in the vault, didn't I? Where did they go? There. They've not been coming up. I was a regular on another account. Well, thank you for confirming what I suspected already, LDS Defender. Yeah. Point is, starting from next month, I'm going to be streaming on my new account, and we can just say no more about it, you know? I haven't seen you for a while, says Monty. You're not the only one, Monty. You're not the only one, my friend. I missed you. I got very sad. Thank you, Melody. And again, just to reiterate, if you want to see my live streams in future, please go and follow my new account, Ashindak, because that's where all of my live streams will be starting from next month. Stone. There we go. Can I sleep? I can. Good. Ooh. Lovely. The new account's doing quite good, by the way. We've already got 400 followers on the new account. And it's only been live since Wednesday, so not a bad start. If I didn't just randomly search your name, I'd never have known. See, that's the most annoying thing about it, Melody. Again, like, people... If somebody follows me, then that person should get a notification when I do a live stream, right? That's just common sense. In what world? I don't understand how TikTok can just randomly decide, you know what? I'm not going to tell anybody that you're live right now. They're going to have to search your name manually to see if you're live. Thanks, TikTok. That really helps me to grow my channel, you know? When you deliberately decide not to tell people that I'm streaming. Another thing that you can do as well, by the way, is consider joining the Discord server, because I always put a notification in the Discord server when I'm streaming. So if you're a member of the Discord, you definitely will get notified when I go live, even if TikTok decides not to send you a notification. Anyway, back to the game. Back to the game. We've been ranting about TikTok for a bit too long. Let's get back to the game. This is starting to come together quite nicely. This is starting to look very good. I like the shape of it. I especially like the slopes. What a great mod copycat blocks is. Gives you all sorts of different shaped blocks that you can add whatever texture you want to. I think this looks really good. Can you imagine when the train is coming across here and you're just stood in this little, like, walkway just underneath, and this huge towering rocket comes rolling past on a huge wagon? I'm very excited to finally see all this in action. Why cut off the gift God gave you? Turn to God before it's too late. I'm not sure what gift you're referring to, kid, but I haven't cut anything off, just for the record. And I don't plan to, so... let's just get that clear. Last time I watched you, you were playing Unpacking. Oh my god, that was so long ago, Melody. That was so far back. That was the last time that you actually got notified that I was live. That's crazy. Well, now you know. Now you know why you haven't been seeing my live streams. And if you want to make sure that you do see them in future, like I say, join the Discord server, follow my new account, and I will make sure that you know next time that I'm streaming. How's your day? Very good, Charlie. How are you doing? More dirt. There we go. More dirt. There we go. Terraforming, landscaping, not the most exciting job in Minecraft. I know, I'm sorry, but it's got to be done. We gotta level off this terrain. I think we'd better get rid of this tree as well. I'm just going to cover over this for now. I know mobs are going to spawn down there. In fact, just to make sure that they don't, let's put a couple of torches in here. Pop that there. Oh, there's already a skeleton in here. Lovely. And we don't have any torches left. Get out of my space base. Thank you. There we go. Eventually, all this is going to be corridors. You see this here? It's going to be like that all the way down. It's going to take a while, but that's how it's all going to look. It's not just going to be this fucking little Great Escape style tunnel through the mountain. Bonjour, Spooky Satan. How are you doing today? The thing about Minecraft is that it's one of those games you can constantly stream with different things to do. That's very true, Draydog. I know some jobs aren't quite as exciting as others, but there is always something to be getting on with, you know? That's why I love this mod pack as well, because there's just so much potential. There's so many different directions that we could go with it. Like, we're like 25 episodes in, and we haven't even started working on the space stuff yet, because we've been so busy looking at all the other stuff that there is to do. There's just so many options. Okay. I'm starting to see it. I'm starting to see it. Now imagine there's two huge sliding doors there, like huge blast doors that are going to open up, and just behind them is where the rocket's going to come out of when the doors open. I'm actually starting to see the vision. I know we've done this backwards, by the way. I know we shouldn't... Like, the first thing that we've built is the launch pad, rather than, you know, any of the other important stuff that we need, like oxygen and gravity generators and stuff like that. But I don't care. I want to do this. I want to do it this way around. God, this is painful. Next week, right, I'm making a promise now that I almost definitely will forget. So remind me in the next Minecraft stream. This generator has got to go. We need to hook this up to the main diesel generator in the big building, because this is just too slow. Remind me to do that next week, somebody. What games do you play now? Are you still playing Alien? No, Melody. So right now I am playing Minecraft on Mondays. Tuesday is Euro Truck / SnowRunner. Wednesday we're playing Outlast at the minute. Friday is Farming Sim, and Sunday is Subnautica. So there's a few games on the schedule. But no, we finished Alien a long time ago now. Minecraft is trippy in VR. I would love to try Minecraft in VR. That'd be so fun. Were you live yesterday? I wasn't, Draydog, no. My last stream was on Friday. We did Farming Sim. Okay, so we do need more iron pillars again. "25 minutes left?" Indeed, Charlie. Yeah, it's time flies, you know. What's your new schedule, says Steve. I'll post my February schedule on Sunday, on the 1st of the month, on Discord. But it's going to be the same as this month. So there's going to be 3 Minecraft streams next month, 3 Farming Sim streams, 2 Euro Truck, 1 SnowRunner, 2 Outlast, and 2 Subnautica. And obviously I'll put the exact dates of all of those on the schedule. But yeah, I'll post the schedule on Sunday as usual. I try to post it. I try to post it on the first day of each month. So, like I say, there should be one ready to go on Sunday. Good game. Shame there's no Factorio, but it doesn't matter. It is a shame about Factorio. Unfortunately, I just don't have time for it at the minute with everything else that I want to play right now. And I'll be honest, Factorio was perhaps the least viewed stream that I did. It's not all about the views, but, you know, even back when people actually watched my live streams, Factorio never did particularly well. So, I don't mind it taking a break. I'll play it again at some point. It's not like I'm never going to play Factorio again. But yeah, I had to cut something out of the schedule this year because I'm just so busy with other stuff, and Factorio just had to go. So, sorry for all the Factorio fans out there, genuinely, because I'm a huge Factorio fan. And if more people watched it, I would definitely play it more often, but sometimes I do have to think about how... I do have to think about the viewing figures, you know? You understand. In the nicest way, I found it hard to follow and it wasn't my fave. That's fine, Jess, that's fine. It's not for everyone. Definitely not everyone's cup of tea. Like I say, I think I could see myself playing it again at some point, but I'm happy taking a break from it for the time being. You do 5 to 8 now, didn't you do 3 to 6, or am I wrong? I did used to do 3 till 6, Melody. I think I'm going to be doing 4 till 7 from now on. I still haven't quite decided. No hate, but 8's a bit late to end. Yeah, I've been experimenting with the best time to stream, because 3 till 6 is a bit early for some people. 5 till 8's a bit late for some people. I need to figure out what works best for the most people. And I think 4 PM till 7 PM might be a good option. So I'm going to try doing that next month and see how it works out. Later streams are better as people are home from work. That's true, Steve. The thing is, finishing at 8 o'clock is a bit too late for me personally, because I go to bed quite early. I go to bed at like 11 o'clock most nights. So if I'm finishing a stream at 8 o'clock, by the time I've made myself some dinner, it's 9 o'clock, you know, and then I've only got 2 hours to, you know, relax before it's time for me to go to bed. So I think the 5 till 8 streams aren't really the best option for me personally. But then again, at the same time, 3 PM till 6 PM is a bit too early because most people finish work at 5. So like I say, I think 4 till 7 would kind of be the best of both worlds. People who finish work at 5, they're only missing the first hour of the stream, and there's still 2 hours that they could potentially watch, you know? And I'm not finishing too late into the night. Let's hope 4 till 7 is a winner, because you tried 2 till 5, but that didn't really work either. Yeah, 2 till 5 was definitely not the right option. We tried it for a bit, but again, most people finish work at 5, so most people were finishing work when I was ending the stream. So 2 till 5 definitely didn't work. 4 till 7 could work, and I'm really hoping it does. But we'll find out next month, because that's what I'm going to be attempting next month, 4 till 7. What could I put along here? Granite pillar. Granite pillar would look perfect there. You know I love my granite pillars. you know, I'm a big fan of the granite pillar. It's quite a frequent sight around the base. Let's get some. And do we have some railings? We do. Which railings would look best? Maybe fence would look better, actually. Iron mesh fence. Let's try those. I'll tell you what I'll do. Let's go to here. As long as you keep going, I'm sure you're going to explode with viewers very soon. Thank you, Steve. The thing is, though, like, I already did. You know what I mean? Like, I already had a load of viewers. This time last year, my streams were regularly getting hundreds of viewers. You know, this time last year, there would have been 50 people watching right now. That's what annoys me the most, is the fact that I've already achieved that, and it's gone away again. That's like the most disheartening thing. Like, I know that I can achieve that because I've done it before. But now that I've been shadow banned by TikTok, suddenly I'm like back to square one, you know what I mean? It's just a very frustrating situation to be in. At least if you have any issues with your new account, you got this account as a backup. Yeah, I think what I'm probably going to do is I might private this account, just because I don't want to risk, like, if someone finds my new account and looks at my old account, they might think that I'm, like, a copycat, you know? They might think that I'm plagiarizing my old account, even though it's me. So, I might set my old account to private, once I start streaming on the new one. But we could always come back to this account if we needed to, like, further down the line. So I'm not going to delete this account, definitely not. But I will probably set it to private once we start streaming on the new one. Okay, before we finish up, because we are coming quite close to the end of the stream now, I'm going to just go and grab a couple more dandelions. There's not going to be any dandelions in the jungle, is there? That's a good idea, considering there's trolls using your picture. Exactly, Draydog. Like, there's people... There are a lot of people out there who create accounts with my name and my face. I don't want someone to find my new account and think that it's a copy and report it, you know? Like, because someone could do that. Someone could find my new account and mistakenly think that it's a copy and then report it. So to make sure that doesn't happen, I'm going to private my old account so that there's, like, no confusion. You know what I mean? What time did you start? We started at 5. Yeah, we started at 5 today. Unfortunately, we started a little bit late, and I do have to rush off because I've got other plans tonight. But yeah. Sorry that today's stream is only 2 hours. Look at these ants, by the way. Jesus Christ. These guys have been here since I started this world, and I just haven't really paid attention to them. They've just been here quietly demolishing the landscape. These are leafcutter ants. You can see that they just basically defoliate all the trees in the area, and they breed. Look, Jesus Christ. There's so many. I can't even get up. I can't even climb up here because they keep pushing me off. There's so many of them. Holy shit. Okay, I'm not even gonna... I'm gonna move. How long have you been on 7,000 followers? I remember you getting hundreds of followers each day. It's been 8 months since we hit 7k. Yeah, 8 entire months since we got to 7,000 followers. Isn't that insane? Because like you say, Melody, this time last year, I was getting like 50 new followers per live stream. I haven't gotten 50 new followers in the last 2 months. I haven't gotten 10 new followers in the last 2 months, believe it or not. My follower count has not changed at all in the last 2 months. And it's just so frustrating to compare that to last year when I was getting dozens of new followers every single day, you know? It's just a piss take. It just really annoys me. Because, again, I've seen how well my content used to do. I know that it can do better because it has done better in the past. And if TikTok would just not shadow ban my account, then it could do well again. You sound so ungrateful. What, that TikTok shadow banned me? Yeah, I am ungrateful. Fuck you for shadow banning me, TikTok. I'm not ungrateful to my followers. Not at all. 7,500 followers is incredible, and I appreciate every single person who follows me. I'm ungrateful to TikTok because they've shadow banned me and they're deliberately stopping me from getting new followers. What's your opinion on the TikTok reporting system? Frankly, it's a disaster. And I've had my fair share of false reports against me as well, let me tell you. Thankfully, we got through that period, but God, if anyone who was watching me at the end of last year, every single live stream, someone was reporting me. It was ridiculous. And TikTok doesn't have any sort of process when you report someone. They just immediately restrict access. There's no, like, real moderation or anything like that. Like I say, thankfully we got through that period at least. And that hasn't happened for a while. But, you know, the other problems persist. We still haven't gotten away from the shadow ban. Must have been 6 in one live. Yeah, no, it was more than that, STFC. It was 8 times in that Euro Truck live stream that we did. We did a Euro Truck stream during Jingle Jam, and the stream got reported 8 times in the course of that one live stream. Also, I'm supposed to be looking for daffodils right now, but I'm in a rocky mountain area where there are no flowers at all. So what chance am I going to have of finding daffodils here? Come on, Saul, use your brain. I think I'm going to head back anyway. It's almost 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, so we'll just have to leave this for next week. I will, if I've got time this week, I will try and do a little bit of off-camera inventory sorting and stuff like that, just so that we're not having to constantly battle with that in the next live stream. Especially during a charity live stream. Oh yeah, don't forget that Euro Truck stream that got reported 8 times. That was a charity fundraising event. And TikTok still reported me. Can you imagine, actually, can you imagine how much money we might have raised for charity if I wasn't shadow banned? Like, we raised, don't get me wrong, we raised £167, which is absolutely incredible. But can you imagine how much money we might have raised if TikTok actually told people that I was streaming? And people actually saw the live stream. Because I can. I think about that every day. I think about how much more money we could have raised for charity if TikTok just didn't shadow ban my account. And hopefully next year, well, this year, because I am definitely going to be doing Jingle Jam again this Christmas, we will hopefully be not shadow banned at the time, and we might actually raise even more money. What's plans after the stream, says Charlie. Mostly just video stuff. I'm really working, like I've literally been working round the clock to get all of my videos over to the new account, because I really want to make sure that it's done by Friday. And some of my videos I don't have the raw files for anymore, so some of them I've had to just rip from my old account and repost them, essentially. Some videos I do have the raw files for, so I've been able to like re-export them. And some of them I've even managed to add new elements to, like if you look back at the videos that I posted on Wednesday last week, I posted some of my old piano videos. I actually re-edited those to add in some more on-screen text. So I've just been working as I've been spending as much time as I can getting everything ready and getting everything moved over to this new account. And hopefully by Friday I will have finished that, and I'll have posted everything up to the present day. And then next week we can actually start fresh and start doing new stuff. Done the mod list yet? Not yet, Charlie. I haven't actually gotten stream access yet. That's another thing as well. Obviously I can't start streaming on the new account until I get stream access, which I'm hoping will happen by the end of the week. But if it doesn't, I'll have to keep streaming here for a little bit longer. But as soon as I do get stream access on the new account, I will be moving over to there. Just so we're all on the same page about that. Right, I think that's gonna have to be it for today. Before we finish up, let's head up to the Space Center and actually see what we've built today, see how it looks. I want to see how it looks from above. I'm curious, because we haven't looked at it from above yet. Do you know how many followers it is? No, STFC. Apparently nobody knows. As far as I can tell, 1,000 is the official figure. Like, TikTok themselves say that it's 1,000, but obviously there are lots of people who get stream access at less than 1,000. There are some people who don't get stream access until they're well beyond 1,000. And as far as I can tell from reading around, nobody actually knows the exact criteria. Like, TikTok officially says it's 1,000, but nobody knows. It could be any figure, really. It's whenever they decide to let me stream, basically. I'm aiming for 1,000, because, again, that's their official figure, and that's, like, the best. That's my best bet. but it's just whenever they decide to let me start streaming, basically. Okay, okay. You know what? It's not quite as impressive from up here as I was expecting, but there is a lot of work still to be done. Like, imagine what it's going to look like when we've built the rest of the launch pad area. I definitely think we need to do a bit more excavating around there and, you know, make a little bit of a larger launch area. But this is really good. I can imagine standing up here and watching the rocket trundle out across the, you know, on the track on its little crawler. I think this is good. I think this is, it's started to take shape. I'm finally seeing the vision, you know. I'm finally looking at this and thinking I can picture in my mind how it's going to look when it's finished, you know. I'm very excited. I'm also thinking as well, could we clear out the pillager tower and turn it into a control tower? That'd be really cool, because I'm just looking at it now. It just really reminds me of like an air traffic control tower. Maybe we should empty it out and convert it into a control tower. Can you imagine watching the launch from there? Can you imagine if we were stood up there watching rockets being launched? That'd be so cool. I might have to think about doing that. I might have to think about clearing that out in a future stream. It's time. It is, Charlie. Yes, I'll be finishing up in just a second. Oh god. Oh, there's one there. Okay, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Ah, what the hell? Why not? That's actually a good idea. You'll get a great view of the rocket. Let's have a look. I don't want to get too close because I'm not ready for a fight just yet, but the problem is this hill. The hill might obscure the view. I don't know. Maybe at the top of the tower you might be able to see over. Let's just go in. Why not? Where is everyone? Have I been here before? There's nobody here. Okay. Maybe have I been here and cleared this out already? I can't have. I don't remember. Oh, one just spawned. Maybe not then. Yeah, it's just a little bit. You can't quite see the actual launch pad. It's just out of sight behind the crest of that hill. But if I'm doing a bit of terraforming, we're going to be, you know, cutting out a big sort of circle here. So it might be visible. Once the whole thing's built properly, you might be able to watch the rockets launch from here. We'll see. We'll see. Either way, that's for next time. That's for a future stream. And it is 7 o'clock, so I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to head back to base. Oh, is the train here? Is the train here? No. I want to see the train before we finish. I know I said 7, but I just want to see the train. Where is it? Okay, it's still here. Oh, it's already been back. Yep, it went back when we weren't there. Okay, never mind then. I really wanted to see it pull into the factory, but too late. It came and went whilst we were busy, so maybe next time. I guess that's it then. I guess that's where we're going to leave it for today. So, thanks for joining. Don't go away. Don't go away. I'm going to do my usual wrap-up. See you tomorrow. Yes, STFC. Next stream is going to be tomorrow. Excuse me. Next stream is going to be tomorrow. Oh, God. I need to stop drinking this. But I can't. I just like it too much. It just tastes so good. Okay. Right, switch over to the big camera. And cue the music. There we go. Okay. So, thank you very much, everyone, for joining. Sorry, 1 second. There we go. Thanks, everyone. Oop, now I've gone out of focus. Thanks, everyone, for joining. Great stream. You know, we didn't get too much done, to be honest, but I enjoyed it. I'm finally starting to see the vision for the launch area, so I'm really excited to keep building more of the Space Center next week. Like I say, you'll have to remind me as well to hook up the rest of the outbuilding, the workshop building. Someone reported me. Doesn't matter, it's the end of the stream anyway, we're finishing. Yeah, so next week we'll be doing more of this. I might not be here next week, by which I mean I might not be on this account next week. I might be over on my new account. It all depends when I get the ability to go live. As soon as I do get the ability to go live on my new account, I will be doing it, like, straight away. So that might happen this week. It might be in a couple of weeks. I don't know for definite. I'll let you know, obviously. But please do go and follow my new account, because, like I say, as soon as I get the chance, I'm going to be moving over to that account, and I will not be posting on this TikTok account anymore beyond that point. So yeah, go check out @Ashindak. That's my username on my new account. That's ASHINDAC, and I will put that in the chat for you just so that you can see it. That's my new account. Go check it out. Please do follow it. We've got 400 followers so far, which is absolutely incredible. Over the next week, I'm going to be posting all of my old videos onto that account, and like I say, very soon I'll start streaming on the new account as well. That being said, we do still have a few things to do on this account before we wrap things up. So tomorrow, I'm going to be playing Euro Truck, and on Saturday, I'm going to be doing an evening with Saul. And it is possible that Saturday's stream might be the last stream I ever do on this account. So I want to put something special together, you know, I want to do something a little bit different, if it is going to be the last one. That, you know, don't forget, as soon as I'm on my new account, I'll be streaming again. So Saturday will probably be the last stream on this account, but the very next day, Sunday, I'll be playing Subnautica on the new one. So yeah, that's the plan. Tomorrow, Euro Truck. Saturday, evening with Saul. Sunday, Subnautica. And obviously throughout the week, I am going to be posting my new videos over, my old videos over to the new account, so do go and follow it. And apart from that, what else is there to say? Join the Discord. Joining the Discord is a great way to keep up to date with what I'm doing outside of TikTok anyway. Like some people here have mentioned that TikTok doesn't send them notifications anymore when I go live. If you join the Discord server, you will get a notification every time I go live, so you'll never miss a live stream again. And of course, I do need to shout out the Patreons. Thank you for reminding me, Charlie. A huge shout out to Kate, Jess, Riley, P, Charlie, Amy, Marika, Aaron, Hannah, and Liam, my wonderful Patreon supporters. Thank you very, very much, guys. If you'd like to get this, Sorry. If you'd like to get your name on this board, there is a link in my bio where you can support me at Patreon. It costs £1 a month. You get access to behind-the-scenes content, as well as a special role in the Discord server, and you'll also be supporting me in what I do here on TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. In fact, I just posted a behind-the-scenes video last week for my latest video, so all these people here got to see some extra content. And you can too if you sign up. So thank you very much again to Kate, Jess, Riley, P, Charlie, Amy, Marika, Aaron, Hannah, and Liam for supporting me over on Patreon. It's very, very much appreciated. And with that, we've reached the end of the stream. So thank you very much, everybody. It's been wonderful. I hope you've enjoyed it. I will see you tomorrow for Euro Truck. Go follow the new account, please, 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 please. I know I keep repeating it, but if I don't keep repeating it, people might forget. And this time next week, when this account doesn't exist anymore, everyone's going to be like, where did she go? So I'm reminding you now. I'm going to a new account. Go and follow it, please. Thank you very much. That's it. Bye-bye. I'm going to go and get back to work processing videos to be posted on the new account. Good evening, everyone. I'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you very, very much for joining. Bye-bye.